Welcome to the Know, I'm Ashley Jenkins.
And I'm Meg Turney.
Do you like scams? Of course you do, and have we got a deal for you.
It's a game that released a few months ago called Journey of the Light, which bills itself as hard sometimes and asks you to control a ball of light and guide it home across 7 chapters of beautiful forests and tricky puzzles.
According to its achievements, the game consists of 8 chapters, not 7, theoretically.
In practice, no one knows for sure because no one, I repeat, no one, since the game was released in May, has progressed beyond the first chapter.
If you look at the Steam achievements, and you have to use external sites for this since Steam itself doesn't really surface the finer detail, the only person who has completed anything is the developer, who goes by the username Lord Cress, who has the achievements for chapters 1 through 3. Even he doesn't have all of them.
So there's the first red flag, obviously. But that itself isn't 100% damning, because there have been other intentionally rage-inducing games in the past. Not in the pixel perfection of Super Meat Boy, which I love so much, but you know, in the virtually impossible kind of way.
A game by David Munich called Not Prawn has been played by something like 17 million people, but only 34 have ever finished the game's 140 levels. It too bills itself as the virtually impossible challenge. It is, but unlike Journey of the Light, it can be completed.
Since no one has completed the first level to prove that additional levels even exist, the gaming community has started delving into the game's files to get to the bottom of it, and they located the second red flag. I bet this is actually a game about red flags. Those other levels, well, it turns out oddly enough that their file sizes are exactly the same as the first level and were created on the exact same date. And each of those files reference chapter 1.bak file, but none of them reference a chapter 2.
Are your scam sirens flashing? Because they should be. They also set up the sirens for Imgur user Depuza, who shared a gallery of evidence that the game is a scam, and which has pretty much been shared everywhere.
In response to the album, the game's creator posted an update to the game's Steam page claiming it was all actually an innocent mistake. He said, quote, "That is not how it is supposed to be. It seems that I did something wrong when I released the bug fix #1. I did tested the game after the bug fix, but I only checked that the bugs are gone. I will roll the game back to its former state and then fix the bugs again and make sure this won't happen again."
Hooray! Problem solved, except that the rollback never happened, and evidence continued to build that there were no other levels to roll back to, and a lot of it hinged on other comments made by the creator, chiefly as it pertains to Steam refunds, a newish policy that allows anyone to get an automatic refund as long as they've played a game for less than 2 hours. In June, he noted that sales for his game, which released in May, had been plummeting beginning in June when the policy went into effect.
Well, perhaps to combat this, a few days later he posted a hint to give players some extra hope of completing level 1, saying that one of the Steam trading cards you get automatically for playing the game would contain some helpful information for solving the game's puzzles. The catch is, of course, because there is one, that the card wouldn't unlock until players spent more than 2 hours in the game, passing the time limit for a refund.
Shady much? I mean, we get it. For shorter games, Steam refunds are causing a lot of problems with players buying the game, completing it, and then getting their money back and leaving the game's creators with a big fat zilch.
But the reason the policy exists in the first place is to protect gamers from exactly this kind of scenario. Remember Earth Year 2066?
I remember well.
The early access game that Steam ended up pulling when it turned out it was completely unplayable as a game.
Fortunately, Valve is coming to the rescue once again with its cape. Like other scams before it, the game has been pulled, and Valve has enabled refunds for all owners of Journey of the Light regardless of playtime or purchase date.
Suck that, Lord Cress. Lord Cress has of course responded. He had posted a tweet reading, "As I said earlier, I am sick and I can barely see. I'll be away for a while. Just throw the shit on me. Thanks."
The voice of a true professional. If you're still his biggest fan, you can also pick up his other game, Voxelized, which released in early access in March, and contains such glowing reviews as, "It's a Minecraft clone, a very, very, very bad one at that. You can only destroy blocks. As far as I could tell, you couldn't place blocks. There were only 5 types of blocks, no mobs, no entities, not even a damn inventory. But hey, cards and achievements, 10 out of 10.
Hate it, 10 out of 10. This also serves as the latest cautionary tale to be careful where you spend your money. While Valve does tend to step in extreme cases like this, there are thousands upon thousands of games on Steam, and with a new refund policy, indie developers will be more motivated than ever to get you past that 2-hour mark, whatever it takes.
Most indies really are just passionate developers who all they want to do is create an amazing game experience and have it enjoyed by others, but occasionally there's that guy who just wants money but doesn't want to do anything strenuous to earn it, like make a game.
And while the 2-hour refund cutoff is a good start, Steam has some room for improvement too. Plenty of small indie games sell for $1 and don't promise more than an hour or two of diversion. And even the honest ones suffer when cheapskate players plonk down their $1, play through the entire game, and then take their $1 back because, hey, why pay for it if you can just get a refund and get it for free?
Maybe a better system would be, I don't know, something like a average playtime in a game and making the cutoff dynamic, say at 20 or 30% to beat. Still not without its flaws, particularly for games that are endlessly replayable, but some tweaks might be more difficult for indie devs to scam their way through and would also require games to be, you know, completable.
Absolutely, like Super Meat Boy. What do you guys think would be a better solution? Let us know in the comments down below.
Maybe we can hive mind the perfect solution, save the day for Valve, they'll give us a Parade and Half-Life 3 and Real Life Wheatley. We can dream.
Oh yeah.
If you want to stick around to see if that happens, make sure you like and subscribe and you'll be the first to know.
It's a new pun!